Hello, how are you? It's Charmaine again, registered and licensed dietitian. And I wanted to go ahead and show you how I make soy crumbles, also known as tofu crumbles, also known as fake or faux beef crumbles. This is great for everyone because really, even if you are in the middle of putting together some kind of dinner party or birthday party and you are not a vegetarian, this is a nice option to have on the side. They can eat it with a salad, put it in tacos. They can even, you can use it on the side with some marinara sauce, spaghetti, or some spaghetti sauce for your vegetarian or vegan guest. Well, what you do is you just take the tofu and you literally just crush it. Now, it's better to strain to have a more dry result, but I'm just literally crushing the tofu. Some people swear by getting tofu and freezing it and then doing this after a defrost, and they feel like you get a chewier, meatier texture. It really honestly doesn't matter. I've tried both ways. I use walnut oil as much as I can. It's pretty pricey. You can also use the top oil to use would be olive oil. That's pretty pricey. If you're on a budget, go with canola oil. Those are your main oils you should have in your kitchen. Canola oil, walnut oil, and then of course olive oil is number one. But all I'm doing is I have my stove on medium heat. I just put just about 2 tablespoons of the oil, and I just crushed the tofu. It's that simple, y'all. Saute it. Just kind of stir it around. That's it. That's all, guys. So tofu is very, very bland. So you're gonna have to add salt and pepper. You may even want to add a little bit of Louisiana seasoning if you so choose. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little salt. Okay, that's probably about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, the reason why a lot of vegetarian products are high in sodium is because of the flavor. Okay, vegetarian products typically are low fat, no cholesterol, but there's usually a high sodium component. I wanted to show you a few products. If you are anti-soy, you can use products like Beyond Meat. By the way, I do not endorse any products. I only endorse Nutrisess. But this is Beyond Meat, and they are a no soy, no gluten company. So you can go ahead and purchase Beyond Meat for your vegan, vegetarian, no soy crowd. I have clients who don't eat soy, but they're also vegetarian and vegan. So that's what you can purchase if you're having a dinner party or a birthday party or something. So I just put a little bit of ground red pepper, some salt, and I'm just sauteing it. Let it brown. This part of my stove gets pretty hot, so even a medium heat on this side of my stove is more like a high heat. So I'm just using black pepper as well. We like our foods to be pretty spicy, but if you're not someone who cares for that, then just put the salt, a splash of the black pepper is fine. So just saute this. And one other little trick that I've learned is adding nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is wonderful. It's high in B vitamins. It's also high in potassium. So this is a nice way to kind of add a little bit more nutrition to your dishes. And it adds a really good flavor. It kind of reminds me of Knorr cubes or Maggi cubes without the salt. And of course, no MSG, no monosodium glutamate. So, no monosodium glutamate, no MSG, and nutritional yeast. So I just added a few sprinkles of nutritional yeast. You can put anywhere from 1 tablespoon to 3 tablespoons. And that's it. You've got your... This is a vegan option. If you're putting this with tacos and you add cheese, then it becomes a vegetarian option, but it can stay vegan. Just don't put any milk or egg. So, if you want to know the differences between the different types of plant-based diets, there are people who are vegetarians. Now, there are different combinations of that. Some people consider themselves flexitarian. A flexitarian is someone who can eat meat, seafood, poultry, but they primarily eat a vegetarian diet. Okay, plant-based diet, including eggs and milk. Then you have vegetarians who may or may not eat egg, that's ovo, and then may consume dairy products, that is lactose. So that's a lacto-ovo vegetarian. I am a lacto-ovo vegetarian. All right, so I get my B12 from dairy and eggs. Eggs are rich in biotin, protein, cholesterol. Every time I check my cholesterol, it's low. So, and then finally, you have those who consider themselves vegan. Now, vegan means they literally do not partake in anything animal. So vegans are people who eat plant-based, pretty much plant foods, period. So whole grains, vegetables, fruits. Their dairy products are nowadays, you know, non-milk dairy is very, very popular. So oat milks, almond milks, and then of course the proteins that they eat are typically soy products, beans, nuts, and seeds. That makes their base. So it's not unusual for a vegan to eat a lot of beans. So if you're having a vegan over, you don't know what to give them, boil a pot of beans or make these soy crumbles, okay? And then of course, there are people who are pescatarians, and pescatarians eat a plant-based diet with fish. So there you have it. You got some crumbles. You can just keep on browning, and the more brown that you get, huh?
Mommy, want to make it with you?
I know. Okay, thank you. Can you do me a favor? Just put this upstairs. I'll be so happy.
Make it with
Okay.
you.
Here you go. I'm going to finish the video, and then you can help me give it to Daddy. Okay, go give it to Daddy. I love you. All right. So looks like we are pretty much done. I like the texture. I can feel it getting more and more tough. This is an extra firm tofu, by the way. This is how it end up looking. So this is something I like to do when I'm pressed for time. I only have a few minutes, less than 10 minutes, done. Okay, go ahead and visit Nutricess.com if you have any questions, concerns, or if you just need a quick tip on vegetarian meal planning, vegan meal planning, anything of that nature. Thank you so much for watching.